Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Watch of REALMS video. In today's video, I'm gonna go over the summoning events that are happening this weekend and a lot more than that. And pretty much we're gonna be talking about this weekend summon events and should we actually summon or not. Well, I already had a video recorded on this. I recorded yesterday. I had to prepare for today because we had a pretty busy IRL day, but that whole video can be scrapped because, well, there's a lot more news that we actually got yesterday night. Now, you might have already seen it, but if you did not see it yet, we have the news of all the Easter events. So before we jump into those events, let's look at the banner this weekend. So we have Ares, Comet, Cyrene, Rox, and Tazira. When it comes to the epics, Cyrene is one of those ones that's kind of really used in the end game. She can be really good because she's one of the best ones for generating cost. So that's why she's one of the best ones. Rox is one of the newer tanks, can be really powerful, but honestly, if you already have some good tanks like like an Olag, you have some Isolde and stuff like that, do you really need him? Not really. And then Tazira is one of the worst piercers. Her only use that I can see, which she can be obviously power crept by other ones, but her only use is because for her like lots of attacks for the Styx Codex. So when it comes to the epics, just pretty much a skip. Now when we're talking about Comet, for example, he's still one of the best AoE mages in the game. However, if you already have some different mages, if you have like, I don't know, Vierna, Ajax, some Aeon Greeds, Aeona Greed and some other stuff like that, you might not really want to pull for him, especially because we have something better coming next week, like I mentioned. So if we're just talking about the mage, Comet himself, I would not suggest to people to pull this weekend. I would wait. And then the only one that might be a slight reason that people might pull is Ares, and the reason for him is the fact that if you're somebody that's endgame and you really care about guild versus guild, he's one of the better ones, he's one of the best ones actually because of his range, right? So he straight up starts with this good range of 3 tiles, but when you awaken him one, he gets an extra tile. So he kind of becomes like Valkyrie level range, kind of like Ardea level range, plus he's gonna be doing lots of damage, plus he's a fighter that also does magic damage. So Ares might be one of the only reasons why you might want to try and pull this weekend. However, because of what we're going to go over next, I would still not pull this weekend because, well, we have the Egg Hunt event sign-in, and then Egg Extravaganza. So pretty much the Easter events, and we also got them in game, right? They used to be just on their official page. Now we actually have it in game. So it's all about the Anora, Emeret, and also it's gonna be Valdaram next weekend. And we have all the news here. So let's go over this. So event series, Egg Hunt, the Extravaganza event is now live. Log in to receive 28 ancient summoning crystals. That's massive, right? Ancients are really hard to come by, so getting these is gonna be really, really good, right? Free stuff is all the good stuff. Participate in time-limited events to obtain a total of 113 summons, lots of free stuff, yes please. The event-exclusive hero Anora is back, so we know now officially that Anora is going to be back for a limited time. Join the event to obtain her new skin, the Celestial Consort, plus get amazing rewards including exclusive artifacts for Anora and Valdoran, hero skin choice bundle, and more. So you see lots of cool stuff. So the time limited summoning event for Anora is going to be from the 17th of April, which is going to be next Thursday, up until the 21st, which is going to be Monday. So starts on Thursday, ends on Monday's reset. Anora exclusive event, drop rate up and guaranteed within 200 summons. So pretty much after you do 200 summons, you're guaranteed to get Anora. However, there's a quirky thing that people have been doing, and if you're somebody that's newer to the game and don't know how these ones work, it's pretty much you have a banner, right, that goes up. So after you pull 200 of these shards, you're guaranteed to get Anora. If you pull some, if you pull an early legendary on that banner and it does manage to be Anora, then that whole banner ends. So that's why there's a thing that people do that's called banner swap. Pretty much what's gonna happen is, let's say you're at 0 pity, right? You're fresh pity, you're nowhere near close to getting the pity, so you would start summoning for her, right? Let's say you get it around like 170 or 180 summons and you did not get the legendary. You would stop there and then you would swap to the other banner, which is going to be on the 18th of Lyra and Talon. So that way you're going to get a legendary on that one, right? Because they share the same pity, right? The guaranteed Anora and the other one, they share the same pity system. So if you pull 180 on that one and then you come and do 20 more, On this one, you're gonna get the legendary, then you move back to a Nora, and in 20, you're getting a Nora guaranteed, right? So definitely keep an eye on this, and massive warning, do not summon on Thursday. Because of that reason, if you're gonna banner swap, do not summon on Thursday, wait till Friday when this banner drops as well, because Lyra and Talon are amazing. Keep an eye out on my channel and on Susie's channel, because we're gonna be talking about Talon. She's insane. She's so good. She's 100% gonna be worth it. Lyra's really powerful as well. She's one of the few heroes in the game that can dispel buffs, so obviously amazing for Titanic Ruins. Amazing for the, you know, I don't know exactly if we need for Esotericist buff remover, but still, this is a good banner, and you would 100% want to try and get one of these two. This one, same thing, like I said, starts Friday, finishes on Monday, and we see over here. But then we also have on Saturday Valdoran and Emerit, right? This is a really strong banner. Valdoran is obviously one of the best lords in the game. Emerit is one of the best ones in the game as well, because he's a fighter that, you know, then he flies up, he increases his range, he does normal damage in his base form, and then when you do the ultimate, he does magic damage. He's also one of the unnamed ones, kind of like Ajax, which means you can use him in any teams that you want to take bonus of any of the lord teams. However, keep in mind, you cannot have Ajax and Emerit in the same teams. But also another thing to keep in mind for this weekend, right, is if you do summon on that ancient banner and you get Emerit, that resets your Lord Pity, right? Unfortunately, Emerit and Ajax on the ancient banner count as lords. So if you get a Lord, an Emerit, then you have to go all the way to Pity again to you know, for a chance to get another, again, a Valdoran, or you might get Emerit again and again and again. So that might be tricky. Just be really careful. Don't have extremely high expectations unless you have hundreds of ancients summoned. You know, you're not guaranteed to get Valdoran, you just have a higher chance. And that banner, like I said, starts on Saturday, again ends on Monday, but then we still have more, right? And the next one, the weekend after, is just going to be amazing. And honestly, I was even debating saving for the weekend after, but I might just go to do one pity swap if I'm going to have enough summons next weekend. And then I'm going to try and save for this one, because the next one's going to be Hotset and Twyla. They're both insanely good early, mid, and game heroes that are going to be powerful for any account. That banner is obviously going to be the weekend after, starting Friday 25th and ending on Sunday 27th, right? So that's quite quick, right? That's a Friday, Saturday, and then on Sunday it's over. So that one's going to be a quick one, right? Time limited rate up for legendary heroes. And then we have new skins, right? This one looks amazing. So we have Twyla skin, Gears Gone Wild, obviously more of the Harley Quinn looking stuff. This is going to be awesome. Then we have a Nora skin, like they said, the Celestial Consort, available through Egg Hunt event quests, which everybody should be able to get. And then also Valdoran skin that just makes him look like an icy one. I'm not sure I prefer this skin over his base one, but this one's going to be the Ascendant Sovereign, available from time limited bundle. This one I think is just going to be a purchase one, right? So we're going to have to see, but I think this one's just going to be, since it's a time limited bundle, means you're going to buy it, just straightforward. Then the event shop's going to have a Nora's exclusive artifact, Valdoran's exclusive artifact, Ancient Crystals shards, Psyche Power 5-star, Gleaming Meteorite, and then Gear Recasting Hammers, all obviously good rewards. And there's going to be more events. We're going to have event sign-in, which starts in 4 days. That gives us a ton, right? Summons. Then Monkey versus Goblin. This is one of those fun challenge ones when you just keep killing goblins as much as you can. Then we're going to have the Treasure Hunt Celebration, where you just select the right tile, and when you get the top reward, you can go to the next one. Matchup Masters, which obviously you're going to have to click and just match these ones in a specific time. Again, lots of free stuff. Lucky Roulette, we just had that finished, and Lucky Divination. I'm not sure what this one is, because I don't remember about this, but all of them, you can see the dates over here, so lots of fun stuff to come. And also Artifact Shard Assembly, which means it's kind of like a fusion, just instead of collecting hero fragments, you get Artifact Shard Fragments, which means you're going to be able to get at least 2 copies of these ones, which is not bad, because you obviously want to try and get the maxed, if you can, these exclusive artifacts. And that's about it, right? So pretty much TLDR is, don't summon this weekend from my point of view, unless you really want to get an Ares for the sake of Gil versus Gil in your Ultra endgame. Otherwise, wait for next weekend to try and get the Nora and maybe another copy of, maybe get Lyra and or Talon as well. And then also you can see I have 81, so I'm quite far from that 200. But also the weekend after, honestly, Hotset and Twyla, I feel like Hotset and Twyla is a better banner than Lyra and Talon. Let me know in the comments down below, do you agree or disagree with me? But lots to happen next week. Obviously, it's the Easter weekend, so there's gonna be lots of fun stuff to do. But we're gonna leave it at this for today. Thank you for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Hell hath no fury like a mother